He isn't here. Sorry. Didn't mean to startle you. It's just, I figured you were looking for Mal. He left a while ago with some Grisha girl. Someone who's smiling at him the whole way here. Don't think he'll be back until morning. No, I'm fine. I just... tired. I'm just tired, that's all. I'm working on an outline for another map assignment, which is a bit difficult to do in the dead of night, but I was slacking on it, so this is what I have to do now. I beg your pardon? No, I wouldn't be bothered if you wanted to stay for a while. I do hope you'll forgive me. I don't think I'll be much for conversation while I'm working on this, but I wouldn't be bothered by your company. I think I might actually feel a lot better with you around, actually. It seems silly, doesn't it? Being afraid of the dark, but we're so close to the fold that I can hear those things screaming during the night. When you're little, you're afraid that there are monsters under your bed. Then you get a little bit older and you learn that the only monsters you need to worry about are in the shadow fold. As long as you never go there, you'll be safe as can be. And here we are, the night before a crossing. Hard not to be scared, is what I'm saying. Impossible, even. I take it that's why you're looking for a distraction. Mal's certainly good at that. I'm sure you've heard that. He makes it no secret what he does with the girls in this group. I gave up caring about it a long time ago. Everyone has fun. Everyone says yes to it, so what's the point in being bothered? Me liking Mal? That's... not very good at hiding it, am I? You know, sometimes I think that the only person who doesn't know that I like Mal is Mal. I know it is really sad. He goes off and he tumbles other women and then he talks to me about it. All without ever looking at me like I'm anything more than a weak kid he needs to take care of. He sees me more as a responsibility than as a friend sometimes, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making things up because I'm nervous. I don't know, but there's no point dwelling on it. It's not going to make it any easier to sleep tonight. You really like talking about him, don't you? Do you have a little thing for Mal too? I don't know much about you. You seem nice enough. He barely looks at me the way that he would look at you. So I wouldn't be bothered if you wanted to. Oh. Oh, you don't think of him that way. I'm sorry, I'm just... Again, I guess I'm used to people coming to look for him for that reason, so I just assumed. Oh. Not overly fond of men in general. Certainly can't blame you for that. Especially if you've spent too much time around the men here. I assume that would have killed off any remaining scrap of hope you had for being interested in men. Yeah, I definitely can't blame you for that. Saints know that the men around here, I mean, considering what we need to do tomorrow, I guess it makes sense to live every day as if it's your last, hardly caring about the people around you, but at some point it stops seeming so innocent and carefree. And it just starts appearing as though you're making an ass of yourself. No, I... Never. See, I only feel really close to Mal. I don't know how to explain it, but when he's around me, I don't feel like some weak, fragile, sickly girl. I feel like I might be an actual person, besides whatever it is that makes me so sick all the time. So I never really became close enough to anyone to really be interested. What about you? I imagine it's difficult. There are plenty of women in the military. Case in point, you're looking at her. But the options are certainly slim, and if you wanted to be with anyone outside of the military, well, that's going to be a challenge. No, I suppose I can't blame you for not wanting to try that. After all, it just adds a lot of unnecessary stress, unnecessary worry, and considering what we need to do, considering how likely it is that more than one of us will die tomorrow. Why allow someone to get so attached to you that they would be heartbroken when you inevitably die? Isn't terribly kind, is it? No, that isn't to say that I think poorly of anyone who does decide to live that way. Just, I can understand not wanting to. I can understand it a whole lot better than you think. I thought I already did. Oh. I suppose I didn't ask you why you came here. I just asked if you were here for Mal. Well, since you aren't here for him, what are you here for? Just looking for some company before you try to fall asleep? Try and fail, I assume. I don't think anyone's going to be able to sleep tonight. You wanted to tell me something? Alright then. What exactly is it? I have to ask you to stop right there. You asked if I recalled how frequently you asked about Mal throughout this entire conversation. You asked as if I could possibly forget, you pointing out that you have no desire to have the company of a man. And now you're looking at me like... I'm not saying that I wouldn't enjoy it. I'm not saying that I would never be with a woman. I've never thought about it all that much. I didn't really have much need to, nor much time. And I never thought about anyone besides Mal in that way. And that's why I don't know if I can. It would be so unfair to you if I were to accept what you feel for me and try to feel the same way, all while feeling like I'm still in love with Mal. I don't want to do that to you. I don't. Because I know what it's like to be in love with someone who doesn't seem to love you. To want them to look at you the way you look at them. To watch them spend every night with someone who isn't you. And then just talk about it as if it isn't breaking your heart every time they say another word. I would sooner throw myself into the fold than willingly do that to another person. That said, you're a nice girl. You're so sweet and you notice me. That's more than I can say about Mal, and he and I have been friends since we were little. We grew up in the same orphanage. So, I'll think on it. And if I think that I can give you what you want, what you need, what you deserve, we can give it a go. And if this is something you still want after the crossing tomorrow, I'd be more than willing to try and give it to you. But I just want to wait until then, to make sure that you aren't only saying this because you're afraid that one or both of us might die tomorrow. That said, I won't make you wait for everything. Try and get some sleep. I'll see you tomorrow morning, alright?